Have you ever laughed at someone for wearing a robe all day? Well, this story might change your mind. In the colorful coastal city of Mombasa lived a cheerful young man named Kito. Kito had many dreams. He wanted to become a successful businessman, own a big house, and drive a shiny car. The only problem was that Kito loved sleeping more than working. Every morning, while the city buzzed with activity, Kito would stroll outside wearing the same blue sleeping robe. "Good morning, Kito," the neighbors would call. "It's still morning?" Kito would yawn. One day, an elderly tailor named Mama Asha stopped him. "Kito, why are you always wearing that sleeping robe?" Kito laughed. "Because it's comfortable. Besides, nobody becomes successful by being uncomfortable." The villagers chuckled. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Kito continued walking around in his robe, while everyone else worked toward their goals. Then one afternoon, a wealthy businessman visited the city, looking for a young assistant. The businessman announced, "Tomorrow, I will choose one person to mentor. Be ready." The whole city became excited. People polished their shoes, ironed their clothes, and prepared their resumes. Kito smiled confidently. "No problem," he said. "Success will find me." The next morning, Kito overslept. When he finally woke up, he rushed outside wearing, you guessed it, his blue sleeping robe. As he ran toward the meeting, he tripped over the robe's belt and rolled into a fountain. Splash! The crowd burst into laughter. Even the businessman laughed. Embarrassed, Kito climbed out dripping wet. The businessman approached him. "Young man, why are you dressed like you're going back to bed?" Kito sighed. "Because I've spent so much time dreaming about success that I forgot to wake up and work for it." The crowd suddenly became quiet. The businessman smiled. "That's the smartest thing I've heard all day." He handed Kito a small notebook. "Success begins when your actions put on a different robe than your excuses." Those words hit Kito harder than the fall into the fountain. From that day forward, Kito still kept his blue sleeping robe, but only for sleeping. Each morning he put on his work clothes, learned from the businessman, and started a small trading business. Years later, Kito became one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the city. Whenever young people asked for advice, he would point to the old blue robe hanging on his office wall. "What does that robe mean?" they would ask. Kito would grin. "It reminds me that everyone needs a robe, even if it's just a sleeping robe. But don't wear your sleeping robe while chasing your dreams." Moral of the story: dreams are important, but success comes when you wake up, get dressed for the life you want, and take action. Your comfort zone is a good place to rest, but it's a terrible place to live forever.